Wheels are made for rolling, mules are made to pack. I've never seen a sight that didn't look better looking back.
Yeah, good morning, guys, and welcome. Surprise, surprise, more lies from the Bohovel failure. Yes, the brain surgeon, the Bohovel grifter, after a number of months, has decided now to come clean and tell us all what we already knew, that kernels will be no longer after Christmas. And he set the target of after Christmas, uh, but I think it'll be a lot sooner. He uploaded this video, the same video that he was having a quandary over whether he should upload it or not. Uh, and the reason he was in a quandary was because he knew we were picking apart. And that's exactly what we're going to do. In this thumbnail, you'll also notice a gentleman. Now, I say a gentleman because we're going to get back to Martin later on in this video. But you'll notice this gentleman arriving at Carno's just as Fatty was given the last dying throes of Carno's. So, guys, without further ado, let's listen to the lies of Brian, the Bohovel bullshitter.
Hello everyone, welcome to Foreigner Farming in the Philippines. So today's going to be kind of an informative video, I guess you could say. So we've come to a crossroads with the restaurant. We lost our neighbor here because they're in the same situation that we are, and they just did not know who we know. They were never able to get their proper permits. We were, because we know some people, I guess you could say. I guess that's the easiest way to put it.
So there you are, guys. Straight off the bat. He lost the neighbour next door. That little business closed down because that neighbour couldn't get any permits. However, Fatty admitted that because of the people he knew, he got his permits, even though he knew it wasn't legal and above board. The businessman of 31 years there in a foreign country decides that he's going to break the law. He's going to start handing out brown envelopes to get permits. And it was suggested when Carno's opened that he didn't have the permits, and there's the proof right there.
We were told that we would not be able to, I guess you could say, skate by again, because this building, the actual building that we're in, is not, I guess you could say, up to code.
Well, if it's not up to code, Brian, why open in the first place? You're a businessman. You're supposed to have a business plan, and you're supposed to do research. Retard.
The building owner cannot provide us with the documentation that we need to get our permits. The building owner could get them, but they don't want to spend the 20,000-30,000 pesos that would require to have this building inspected and, I guess you could say, sanctioned.
Well, that doesn't make sense, does it, Brian? According to yourself, you're 450,000 pesos into Carno's investment-wise. And to get that building sanctioned by the owner would cost 30,000 pesos. Why don't you cut your losses and pay the 30,000 and Carlos continued. Somehow, I think what you tell them is a load of lies, because the obvious thing to do would be to stump up 30k and get the building sanctioned. But you're not doing that, are you? That's because you're an absolute grifting liar.
Now, I'm going to be making a separate video on some personal circumstances.
So now we're getting somewhere. Carlos is not going to be making any money. It never will do. It's closing. However, he's now moving on to personal circumstances. He's tried to lay down the excuses in the first half of his video, and now he's trying to put the cream on the top, the icing on the cake, to make it look like he didn't feel there was circumstances beyond his control. Bullshit.
For personal health reasons, I cannot participate in the day-to-day operations of this restaurant. It's that simple. And so E-Boy and Rio will basically be in charge. While this restaurant does not provide us with a lot of income, us meaning Marcel and I, but I cannot do it anymore. And I will be making a video soon addressing particularly why not. Absolutely 100% positive that Kanos will not be here next January. Because honestly, I really don't care one way or the other.
So Rio and E-Boy are going to be in charge. He's 100% sure that Carlos will be no longer, or he's stepping back for health reasons. Now, there's always going to be this statement. There was always going to be this excuse, because we've all known for a long time that Carlos hasn't been making money. But he doesn't care. It's not making enough money for him in the yaya, he says. But the swamp tart, 31 years in business, and here he is yet again, he has failed. He's failed because this man is absolutely useless. He's a useless, grifting scumbag. And we have since found out that he didn't need those permits. He was using the permit excuse as his get out clause. In that video that he uploaded, it was a web of lies. Lies that eventually will trip him up, and lies that have always spewed from this man's mouth. So in the thumbnail here, guys, you will see Martin arriving at the duckweed shack. Martin is Boss Hogg's new friend. And when I play this clip, I want you to listen to Boss Hogg's tone, how it changes when his victim arrives. Listen to this.
Well, you guys enjoy your meal.
Well, there you are. Fatty sounded really happy that Martin had arrived. His next victim. Now, I don't know what angle this is going to play out at, what Fatso has in mind for Martin, but a little bit about Martin. An English gentleman from southern England, someone who has opened a restaurant in Taliban, close by, and it beggars belief as to why he is befriended Boss Hogg, or could it be the other way around? as the Bohovel parasite leached onto Martin. Anyway, Martin has a restaurant, as I said, and I'm going to show you a clip, short video. And in that video, what you're going to see is an upmarket restaurant. There's no comparison between Martin's restaurant and Boss Hogg's Duckweed Shack, which is probably why the parasite from the Bohovel has leaned on Martin and befriended him. Take a look at this.
So we're very nearly ready to open. So we finished everything on the outside, and the dining area is all ready. And so today is the first view of the kitchen. And as our pre-opening date, we're doing some production testing. So we've got available this week hams, Scotch eggs, pasties, maybe some sausage rolls, and sausages, English bangers. So if you're interested, please contact the restaurant through the messenger or on the post, and I will be delivering in the Cagbelairn area on Thursday. In the meantime, we've still got available the English, British grocery goods, new stock on its way as well. This is what but not long now before the opening date.
So as you can see, guys, Martin's place is more upmarket, I would say. That's the word I'm looking for, yeah, upmarket than the Duckweed Shack. And why Boss Hogg has leached onto him is anyone's guess. He certainly hasn't leached onto Martin to help him out. Maybe Boss Hogg is going to help himself. We'll have to wait and see on that one. But there is no comparison whatsoever between Martin's place and the Duckweed Shack. It is a different class altogether. If you were to go across to Martin's Facebook page, you will see his menu. And it's not just a menu stuck on a wall, it's actually food on display. And I have to say, some of the food it's just in a different class. You won't see any frozen pizzas there, and you won't see any supreme burgers or donuts. What you will see is proper restaurant food, high class restaurant food. And I think it's only found proper that Martin knows exactly who he's dealing with. So if you do go over to Martin's Facebook page, guys, don't troll him. Just give the man some advice, because I'm quite sure that something is in the mix here. Fatty has found a new victim, and he's working on him at the moment. So in conclusion to this video, guys, as you can all see, Carnos is no longer. We predicted that along with other channels, and Fatty uploaded that video a couple of days ago now, a video full of lies and contradictions. And of course, that has been a pattern throughout Fatso's life. In the last 8 years, it's all been smoke and mirrors, lies, contradictions, and nothing ever changes. So what next for the Bohovel grifter? Well, I think Fatso has decided to take the easy route out. The easy route being the only route he knows, e-begging and scamming, because that is how this welfare recipient has lived his life. This is a man who has gone to the Philippines with not a peso in his pocket, no pension and no savings. He clearly states that. And he's bummed around like the lowlife that he is for 8 years. And he's no further on. He is the proverbial scumbag. The e-beggar is back, and no doubt, Brian, you'll be hearing from us very soon. So, guys, till the next time that the e-beggar raises his ugly head again, bye for now.
Was born under a wandering star. I was born under a wandering star. Wheels are made for rolling, mules are made to pack. I've never seen a sight that didn't look better looking back.